So explain to me, you've got these 3 8-year-old boys found naked in this creek, hogtied. How do the West Memphis 3 get implicated? Why them? Like, how do they get on the police radar screen?
Because at the crime scene, when the boys' bodies were found on May 6th, they were found the next day after they vanished. One of the guys that was there at the scene was a social worker named Steve Jones. Steve had been a counselor to Damien Eccles, who was a troubled teen for sure. There's no question about that. He says at the scene that he said, I guarantee you that Damien Eccles had something to do with this. And so, yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And so like less than 24 hours after the bodies are found, even though they have no connection to Damien Eccles at all, there's no known connection between him and these 3 boys. The police have already interviewed him once, and there's actually a picture that they took of him, and I actually have the picture. And I tell people all the time, Andy, the problem is that let's say I murder someone. Okay, let's say there's like 5 witnesses. Okay, if there's 5 witnesses, they go to the police and say, "Hey, George murdered this person." Okay, that makes sense. I'm a primary suspect. Or let's say they get to the murder victim and there's some piece of, like overwhelming evidence, like my driver's license and my gun are both sitting there. Okay, well then, again, I'm a primary suspect because of that. The third way I could become a primary suspect is if I just walk into the police station and say, hey, I did it. Well, they didn't have any of that stuff. And so for them to hone in on him so early without even testing any evidence, it makes it clear.
That blows my mind. I mean, this social worker says, I think Damien Eccles has something to do with this. Let's pause. Damien Eccles is 18 years old, okay? And from what I can tell, had, troubled kid. What was his record? Like some vandalism and some petty crime?
Yeah, minor. Yeah.
This is a triple murder of 8-year-old boys who are found naked and hogtied. I mean, this is some serious business. It blows my mind that anybody could just implicate somebody out of, who has no connection to the crime. That is, first of all, that is outrageously irresponsible. Second of all, I can't believe that it carried any weight with law enforcement. Like,